What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Evolved Jeeping channel, and thanks for checking out today's video. If you're new to this channel and have never seen any of my videos before, basically what I typically do is create video content where I install and review aftermarket parts for my Jeep JLU. For today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a dashboard mounted phone holder that I found on Amazon. Phone holders are most likely typically the first accessory that any new Jeeper ends up buying for their Jeep, because unfortunately the Jeeps don't really have any good storage solutions for your phone. So that means if you purchase a universal phone holder or a phone holder designed specifically for your Jeep model, that is going to be your best option to keep your phone secure and in place, as well as keep it accessible for hands-free calling. So the phone holder that we're going to be installing today is designed for the Jeep Wrangler JL and the Jeep Gladiator JT. It is designed to mount on the top of the dash just above the radio. This design is actually a commonly used design. There's many different versions out there. There are some brands, some well-known Jeep brands that actually sell similar products to this. And then there's also a bunch of Amazon brands that are also selling similar designs. What's unique about this one is it actually has two arms and two different phone mounting brackets. So it's going to be interesting to try both of those out to see which one is actually better and which one works for my intended purpose. What we're going to do for this video is we're going to go ahead and do an unboxing so we can show you guys what this product comes with. Then we're going to go ahead and do an installation. Installation should be fairly straightforward, as I believe it's a very simple step to do. So we're probably going to simply skim over that and point out some of the key features. And then once we've got it installed, we're then going to go ahead and test and review it with you guys so that we can see what it's all about. Overall, guys, I'm actually super excited to see if this works, because I actually have a certain reason why I wanted to purchase this. I also should note to you guys that this is actually going to be the second phone holder that I'm going to have on my Jeep, and I'll explain why I'm going to actually have two once we get this installed. So let's go ahead and unbox this to see what comes in this nice brown package. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, so the first thing we've got is instruction manual here. So that gives us the steps we need to follow to complete the installation. Then we've got, looks like one of the mounting bracket pieces here. We've got a wrench. I'm assuming that's possibly for tightening up one of the brackets. What we've got our phone holder piece right here. So this is one of the different styles of phone holders. This is one that I believe when you press down, yeah, so this is like an automatic version where you can clamp it together. So that's one of them. Then we've got the other version right here, which is the standard one. This is actually similar to a lot of the other brands. This is the unique one that they provided that is a little different. So we've definitely got one here. This is just a regular piece right there. Then it looks like we've got some clear tape. I'm not sure what that's for. We'll find out. And then we've got our base plate right here. So let's take this out. Oh, this looks really nice. What I really like about this is it's actually kind of a little different. For some reason, we've got some extra pieces here. Throw that out. What I like, yeah, I like how it's deeper. It looks deeper than the stock one. So we're going to have to see about that. And then we've got some hardware and an Allen key with the tool. So very simple. I don't know what this is. This is just lifetime warranty. So basically not many parts for this, just a few pieces that we need. Yeah, very, very simple. So let's go ahead and get this installed. As you can see, the installation was really easy to do. All you had to do was remove the rubber mat from the stock one, remove the 2 screws, and then insert the new tray and put the new mats on there. The arm bracket is bolted in, which I really do like because it gives me the ability to actually remove the arm if I don't want to run it. This is the standard phone bracket. Nothing fancy about it, just a spring-loaded clamp. It has rubber pads here. I wish these rubber pads were black, but if you're having normal Rubicon and red's the accent, these will fit perfectly in. All you have to do to get your phone into it is open up the clamp, stick the phone in, and then it's good to go. Overall, very durable. It feels very secure. Yeah, I kind of like it. You do have ability to undo it a little bit and then rotate it, and then you can have your phone in landscape mode as well. So versatility with that one. So what we're going to do now is let's switch out that clamp for the new one or the other version and see how this one is. So let's go ahead and switch those out. Okay, so we've got the other mounting base in here. This one's kind of cool because on the back of it, it actually has a button that you press and then it opens up the clamps, and then all you have to do is put your device in it and then squeeze it shut, and then it secures it in place. Really nice. I really like the way that works. You know, again, press it to release it, and then you take your phone out and then press it to secure it. Overall, pretty cool system. I'm actually kind of impressed by it. It does have an extension arm. I do have a different radio here, so it comes up a little bit more. If you had the factory one, you could probably extend this out and it'd be a little bit better. For me, it blocks a lot of vision, this one. And the other thing I don't like about it is it's very, very shaky. I feel like the other base was a lot more sturdy and still works. So for me, this doesn't work, this setup, but the other one works fine. I think if I didn't have this in the way, I'd probably go down and put this around here, and it'd probably be a little bit more sturdy that way. But in the way it is right now, even if I tighten it, it's still just a little bit too flimsy. So for me, this one doesn't work, especially in a Jeep that you're just bouncing around. So let's go ahead and put the other one back on, and then I'll explain why I'm adding this in. Now that we have the first phone clamp reinstalled, I now want to tell you guys why we installed this new phone holder, explaining why we have 2 phone holders, and then letting you guys know what we're going to be doing with the old phone holder. The reason I installed the new phone holder is mainly due to its versatility. When I purchased the first phone holder, the reason I went with this one is because I actually wanted a phone holder that kept the phone below my dash and didn't block the visibility like this one does. But now I've actually decided that I wanted to add this phone hold bracket because this one would allow me to capture more content for social media platforms. With the phone in this position in the portrait mode, I can actually capture content for both Instagram and TikTok, and then I can simply turn it and capture content for YouTube. What I also really like about this is the way that the mounting device is designed and the fact that it has a ball joint, which gives me the ability to actually purchase additional hardware to give me the ability to possibly run a GoPro in the near future, which would also be a really cool way to capture some content. So this is kind of more of a social media platform. I probably won't end up running this all the time. I actually unbolt it and take it off. And that is also because I don't tend to put my phone in the holder anyways, because I'm usually making short trips and I have wireless Android Auto, so I don't even have to take the phone out of my pocket to use it. So don't really use this phone bracket right now. So I don't see myself using that one unless we're capturing content. For the old one, what we're going to be doing is actually not making a phone holder anymore. We're going to remove this part, and that is because I actually want to utilize this mounting spot as the holder for my Acura switch panel. So when I originally installed my Acura system, I actually installed it with this, or I purchased this magnetic joint piece that basically sticks onto the panel. And for a while there, I ran it down here. But eventually it fell off, and then I ended up actually switching out this piece and putting it there. And then when I did my long trip, I actually wanted a phone holder again, so I put this back on and then got some new tape and stuck it there. But as you can see, this has fallen off once again. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to remove this and put the magnetic place onto it and then stick my Acura control panel right there. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll follow up by wrapping this video up with you guys. Now that we have the Acura switch panel in its new home, I have to say I really like my setup. I like the fact that I have my switches easily available. This is definitely a better location than down below. This spot wasn't that great. I definitely noticed it during the 2-week road trip. I tend to hit it with my knee a couple times, and then of course it doesn't stick. Eventually it just fell down. It did make it through the whole trip, but as the weather seems to change here, it just fell right down. So I needed a new solution, and I think this is a great option. And the fact that I now have this secondary phone mounting location in my vehicle, it definitely makes it possible for me to use this for this. As I mentioned, guys, I most likely won't be keeping this bracket here all the time, but if I wanted to, it does work. It blocks a little bit of vision, but it's not too bad. And honestly, in horizontal mode, I actually could deal with it. So okay with that, but probably not what I'm going to do. Most likely, I'm going to unbolt it, take it off, store the bracket, and then when I go on off-road trips or shows and I want to capture some content, I'm simply just going to rebolt it in and put my camera in it and capture the content I want. One thing I also really like it, I mentioned capturing content forward, but with this, I can actually capture in-car content as well, where when I tried to do that with the old mount, it was always in the steering wheel was always in the way, and it just never captured the right one. Where with this, I can actually capture, really good amount of content, and it's going to be nice and level to my eye line. So really look forward to using this. Yeah, very impressed by it. Overall, guys, pretty happy about this new bracket. I think the quality, the craftsmanship, and the design is well done. The installation was easy to do. Anybody can do it at home. They actually provide you with everything you need to do it. I would use this bracket, but the fact that it does come with a separate type of bracket that you can use, which is really cool with its automatic arms and the fact that you clamp it up, I would use this if I could, but because of my Tesla style screen, it just doesn't work. And I'm not a fan of the extension bracket. It's just a little weak in my opinion. But if you have the stock one, most likely you can actually use this without the arm and it would be a perfect solution. Overall, guys, I recommend this product. I think if you're looking for a phone holder and you're looking for a fairly cheap one that looks fairly stock integrated, this is definitely one to go with. And for the price point, you can't go wrong. And the fact that it has 2-year warranty, which is really cool. Yeah, definitely impressive. If you want to purchase one for yourself, I will put the link below that you can click on and grab one. Again, really cheap product, but really good. If you have any questions or comments about this item, feel free to post it below. If you want any details about my old phone mount, all you have to do is go to my video section and check out the very first video that I ever did, and you can get all the details on that. As usual, guys, please make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Keep evolving, and we'll see you guys in the next video.